Alrighty. Alrighty. Believe I had one side quest that I still needed to do. It was in the beach area. I believe it's up here.
Hey, you gotta help me out here. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble. See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. But she won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
That seems rather demanding.
She really appreciates the finer things in life. First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so cool.
Everyone has their own tastes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't even count as a quest. He's just a guy who wanted to talk. I'm gonna look around real quick. See if this lady's around. Doesn't seem to be. Another fishing tip. I mean, I've gotten pretty good at fishing so far, so it's not like it really matters. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta get my cat some water. Okay. Got her the water. Easy peasy. Also, I upgraded the weapon a few times. Like, went way out of the way and upgraded the weapon a few times and caught a few fish. Bought some stuff. Didn't really do anything, like, related to anything important. So, I just did some quality of life stuff. Mutton for you. You always want mutton. I am saving my voice a little bit because this next area is going to be, oh god, so much fucking writing, like so much reading. Like Facade you could think is bad when it comes to how much reading you have to do, but Facade ain't nowhere near close to the Forest of Myth. Oh god. I do, however, really think that this is a cool area. Even if it's so small. It is a very small town.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Such cheek. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you yet. Alright. Talk to the chief.
Beware. Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Whis' voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at NieR and Whis.
If you can speak to
Vice.
me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread through the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within their own dreams, the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here.
He said,
Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
said the
I
mayor.
think you have.
In other words,
Said
we've
NieR.
caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm NieR's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who NieR had seen, and that they had discussed what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
Said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
NieR and Vice racked their brains, but they could not find it. But they could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too much meaningless conversation.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Yes, he does. The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Said the mayor. Something specific. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was not about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? A sheep, cried Vice, suddenly blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few minutes of thought, NieR's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream, that's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at NieR. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My note also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing that you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village is beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. NieR nodded in agreement. Huh, wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said NieR, just ask. Now, hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked at NieR, to the mayor, then back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us nothing can exit this stream without your knowing of it. Nothing can exist in this stream without you knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my God, he said, you're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of NieR and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As NieR slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? NieR's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still new, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. The moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he had been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, NieR snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. NieR leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled out of his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hand over his ears and screamed to be heard. "Weiss, what's going on?" NieR could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as NieR's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shack, 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 shack. Chick, chick, chee, chick, chick, chee, chick, chick, chee. Woo, woo, wama, woo, woo, wama. Shick, shick, chic, shick, 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 seek. As the insect symphony dimmed to another dispel, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. This is not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One that is lacking, 2 with its ideal, 3 with its dangerous. What is it? By my pages, this is a riddle. I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I'll leave you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? A secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, NieR sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insects stopped, and suddenly it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, NieR moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were in the path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said NieR after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner to find themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. Enter through the window, but break no glass. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. NieR grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one is pretty easy. Enter through the window and break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried NieR, awakening Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it? Said Vice. Isn't it, Vice? I mean, who could build a house all the way out here? NieR walked over, pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open. A small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held his hand up and began to speak. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? NieR tried to ask the cloaked man who he was, what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage in this man's conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer the riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said NieR. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure, and he spoke a single word, correct. With that, the man flung his garments aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched the mist speed up from the ground and envelop the cottage, erasing it from existence. When NieR and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he said. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right hand seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive, he said. Live. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake, and with a slight smile said, We broke the death dream's seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. NieR cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy, but why did we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. NieR and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Vice? It is the words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, beyond the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener, and it was clearer that they had awakened from their dream. NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh, wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did. I'm back." He blinked. He blinked once, then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure it out, but now, how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back onto the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down to pull the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor with a wry smile across his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure," said Vice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on uneasy feet. "Oh, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained. When the prayer was finished, "As the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder. Much advice. We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." NieR and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Vice, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their good eyes, NieR mentioned a strange man who had given them a third riddle. The mysterious words left with them. "I once saw a vision. That was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, This is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too." NieR tried to keep a straight face, but failed. But the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. NieR gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. What exactly is going on here? The riddle should prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Ugh.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Took almost 30 minutes to read all that shit. Alright. See how this goes.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Here we go.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in a long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes. An eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. "Hey there," I hear an unfamiliar voice say. "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is the product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. "Help me," I cry. "For the love of all the gods, help me." Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to the blackness, explode with pain. I am forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I ask, shaking hands covered my face. "How have you come to this place?" "I am Grimoire Weiss, and this is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Stand, we shall awaken from this nightmare together." The one known as NieR extends his hand and pulls me up from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever. They recognize the staccato of sound. My reading ability is off. I can't read that word right now. Sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss, blah, 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 blah. I forced my eyes open to see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. God fucking damn it, I keep clicking. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like an endless entrails of giants. I squint down the dim corridors, and I proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopy beds, resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall. And despite my fever, I think I see outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out, a finger touches a piece of the mass. It turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the bed and back until the horror dawns fully upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into the tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. What's up? Just so you know, Kaiju, you bought the new Elden Ring? Nice. I hope you're enjoying it. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me a merciful blackness. I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors, see east or south. Corridors. East or south? Down the dim corridor and proceed north. And then east. At the end of the path, I found myself in a great hall with only the sound of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a diner guest. Yeah, it's challenging and fun. It really is a roguelike. Yeah, that's what I heard. notice the movements and approach the chair table head. But the truth of the matter dawns on me, and I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wrinkled insects have made homes in their remains. That's the moment I saw. A once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hand, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake. The chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself, each one covered in layers of spikes that run down the seat, up the back, and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind gasped frantically at the possibility that these souls have committed some terrible crimes for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squinted down the dim corridors, proceed north. Against all hopes, I make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and so I give myself the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled across the grounds outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding. But to the west, I can see a shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly trying to cover my exposed skin. You're dressed as Spice. Are you a woman, madam? I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes something of surprise, seeing how I exist only in the form of words. I see that you are known as... I can see that you are the one known as NieR. Is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, and an awakening of another is kind of taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside to their final shroud. After a moment, the castle windows shatter with a mighty roar. The fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to the fro and in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
Now I can finally...
This is one of the most bizarre...
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter...
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and NieR had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
He said. Under the heat, a mirage or two would hardly seem to be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail in his place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, within wisps of grass pushed through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflected from the road made NieR lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No joke. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but think going this way might make it easier for you to bear. NieR glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head and resumed walking. My cat just knocked off the Wi-Fi router. As time passed, NieR's feet grew more painful, and his throat dried. Throat drier than he thought possible. God, I fucking feel it. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. Oh, fuck. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, NieR lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried, it's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous. I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look. The sun is reflecting off of it. Without waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There is no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe it's known as a mirage, he said. Many desert travelers have spoken of such things. NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed at the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there. There it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right over there. NieR sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes, rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. NieR's face clouded. There isn't? There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Weiss paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of Ott. NieR looked up, and stretched before him there was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture formed a roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the skies, but that's where the similarities end. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires at their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said NieR. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates that with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. Fuck, I am reading too much, and it is making me tired of reading. Because I don't like reading out loud, I prefer to read in my head. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great area of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials that they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, NieR and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled on their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew atop one of the sculptures, alighting the statue's shoulder. It emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form always speaks the truth. The false one only speaks lies. With that, the bird departed, as if on cue. The three statues shuddered to life, acquiring color with form. They began to breathe. "Hey, look at that," said NieR. "They're alive." The triplets bowed low before NieR. "Please," said Alpha. "I have to get out of this nightmare. I am real." "Stop lying," said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. "Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one." "What a load of crap," said Gamma. "Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here." Their respective pleas the three statues returned to their frozen state, and silence once again enveloped the city. Alright, so Alpha says that he's real, but Beta says that he's fake, which means one of them's a liar. And Beta is a fake. Everyone knows that I'm the only real one around here. Well, everyone doesn't know, because Vice and NieR don't know, so he's automatically a liar, and he says nothing but lies, so that means that Beta's the real one. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. NieR furrowed his brow and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will only speak lies. Real one's Beta. Though NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, Vice began with a dry tone of lecture, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma claims that Beta is a fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, the theory crumbles. Now, let us presume Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished his... My logic was completely off. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into the dust while Beta sprang to life once more. "Congratulations, villager," said Vice in a cheerful voice. "The time to awaken has arrived. "Thank you for saving me," cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as he could go before an uncomfortable NieR pulled him to his feet. "Why did you have a dream like this?" asked Vice. "Have you been in the city before?" The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures and dotted landscapes and shook his head. "I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have been here, ever been to a place like this. Same time, I feel like I've seen it before." "Deja vu," muttered NieR. "Just like the mayor." The vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Alrighty.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Obtain one-handed sword faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
Alright, we spent an hour just reading. Great.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Alrighty. Let's go check on Devila, see if she's got anything for us. Doesn't seem like Devila's got anything for us. %of the quest complete though. Blacksmith's wife.
welcome.
Alrighty.
Hey, guess what? I went shopping with my girl a little while back.
You mean the one who only goes to super expensive places?
That's her, all right. Anyway, there was this nice accessory that I thought would look great on her and didn't cost much, so I bought it for her. But she refused to take it. She said she doesn't wear cheap accessories.
Well, that's not too surprising.
Yeah, I should have known better than to try and impress her with such shabby flim-flam. Next time, I'll get something high class all the way. It'll cost twice my yearly salary. No, 3 times!
Are you certain this woman even cares for you?
Of course she does.
You humans certainly have complex and exhausting mating rituals.
Alright. I might need to leave Seafront a few times for this one.
Hey, I heard you can get inside Facade, right?
Sure, but
Oh, perfect! Listen, there's something there that you have to get for me. My girl wants a new accessory, but it has to be made from this really rare ore that they carry in Facade's Strange Things store. So next time you're there, could you buy some for me? I think it's called fluorite.
I mean, I get.
Oh, thank you. This is fantastic.
Such affection. This man has clearly been entranced by his lover.
Seems to me like he's being played.
Whatever do you mean?
You know, this may be one of those things a magic book just can't understand.
Ridiculous. There is nothing beyond my knowledge.
If you say so.
Oh, he's totally getting played. Off to Facade. I think there's more side quests in this game than there are in Automata. Jesus Christ. Granted, the ones in Automata definitely have more thought put into them. The ones in this one are just... eh. I can't say which one's the longer game, though. If I had to choose... probably this one's longer. No. Yeah, Automata's longer. like 100% longer. God damn, Kaine.
우아시카에 기타세레 요토다. 소리 따랐다 우아시탄테.
Hey, do you have any fluorite for sale?
かけんことリスカレていておで来てたいんぜ。
Oh, I see.
イーラと近電とそってるさキレケンザ。チルソトザデュシケンキ。
Well, we've come this far. Might as well finish the job.
Alright. Baron Temple. Huh. There's some.
Covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
Coyote time. Okay, that one's sealed. Which means that it's time to go back. Before bring it to an end.
Black scrawls in our village now.
Here's that ore you wanted.
Oh, thank you! Now maybe my girl will let me hold her hand. Here's the money for the material and a little extra for your time.
30,000 gold.
Oh, hold on. This is way too much.
Are you kidding? That's what fluorite costs you on the open market. I only threw in a few coins for your trouble.
It's really that expensive?
Hey, I learned my lesson last time. From now on, it's nothing but the best for my girl.
The human soul is an unfathomable thing indeed.
You got that right.
Do you think it possible that this man is being deceived by his lover?
Yeah, I do.
Then we shall inform him at once.
Yeah, probably better if we don't.
What's this? Have you finally found someone you are unwilling to aid?
Look, relationships are messy, and sometimes you can't always understand what's going on between a couple.
There is nothing in this world that Grimoire Weiss cannot understand.
Yeah.
Some of the quests are complete now. Though I do feel like I have to go back in there. Let's see if he has something else for us to do, and if he doesn't, we'll see. Nope. Seems like we're good. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like we need to do any more things here on this quest. In fact, we might have just done all the quests for this half of the game already. Which I'd be fine with. I think that's cool if we did. Okay. There we go.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Huh. Well, this is new. I don't think I've ever had to deal with this before. Wonder if they've got new side quests for me. Dang it, I'm just like excited for side quests now.
Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
I don't think I went to Seafront like at all the second route. Like, I don't think I ever went to Seafront. Seafront was like the place I least wanted to visit. It's not that long if I have the boar with me.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me—
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Wow, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. but do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
All right, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault. Oh, God.
Okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, all right? You sit tight.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or 3?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
I don't think that's what she meant.
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no! This is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God. How could this happen to her? This is all my fault.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on? I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me? Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam... Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding.
Why didn't you tell me? That's great!
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
Oh my god.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
That guy's still gray. Alright, I guess we're asking him about the canal. Pardon me.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
All right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Sweet.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Goodness. It sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
Are we finally gonna go deal with Emil? Growing so nicely.
Yay, you're back!
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah, a favor, actually.
What is it?
Um,
I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him, please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do? Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
No, it isn't. Shut up!
How can these creatures let us dispatch them without complaint? And what would make them appear in this area in the first place? This is hardly what one would call especially fertile ground. We have been waiting for you, sirs. Please, right this way.
Yay, time for some Resident NieR, I guess. How far did I make it? Honestly, not very far considering I got caught up in side quests. But now that we're pretty much done with all the side quests in this chunk of the game.
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
And now we're in the Resident Evil area. Welcome in, Chesh. I forgot to say that. Welcome in. Looks like Devil May Cry.
Kinda sure is something, huh?
She must have nerves of pure steel.
I mean, same company. As in, the same company that made Devil May Cry made, well, Resident Evil. This is 100% a Resident Evil reference, though. There's no world where this is not a Resident Evil reference. It's a mansion, and you gotta get keys in order to find your way around the mansion. If ever there was a Resident Evil reference, this would be it.
I do not like this one bit.
What's the matter, Vice? Scared?
Perhaps we should head back, yes?
Okay, I guess we're heading back. I will say, I believe I leveled up a couple of times. Yes, level 13. We're making progress. Also, I leveled up my weapon, so now it's like +3, I think. check that real quick. Cruel Oath. Level 3. You feeling any better today, Chesh?
Hey, where'd Kaine go?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
You're no longer squishy? Or I'm no longer squishy? Are you feeling better, Chesh? Maybe you did say something and it isn't popping up on my feed. Nope. Doesn't look like you did. You're at work training a new girl? Nice. Glad you're feeling better. Sorry you have to go back to work, though.
Get me out of here!
What's this? The picture has changed.
The picture has changed, oh no. Not 100%, but apparently two us the same bug yesterday. Me and the cashier both called in with the same thing. Well, shit. Oh. Oh, Emil, I'm sorry. Here, actually, I need to check my words real quick. Word edit, magic, dark blast. Put best words. Cost minus 6%. Sweet. And then dark lance. Narts. Okay. Alright. Obtain the moon key.
Shades!
What foul hole did they call from?
You're a male. Young. Not even 20.
You figured that out from my footsteps?
It's not hard, once you know how.
Then I suppose I should tell you about my friend Vice.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Weiss does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emile. I'm the master of this manor.
So you're the one who sent the letters?
Letters? What are you talking about?
Of course you don't know. Such a thing would be far too simple.
No! Stay back!
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, I suppose my butler might know more about the letters you received. This key here can unlock any door in the manor. So if you'd like my assistance...
No, please. Don't trouble yourself. We can get around on our own.
Oh, right. Sure. Well, here's the key then. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me at least give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
Alright.
Vice, what should we do about Kaine?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
Jeez, remind me to never get on your bad side.
Free stuff, maybe?
What's that?
A butler. Or at least a remarkable likeness of one. I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
Somebody. Anybody.
Shades!
Easy peasy. No, it's blood.
Whoa!
Is that another one? It moves!
What's going on here?
Sir? What is this?
Oh, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emil. I doubt he's even human.
We're here because my sister received some letters from this manor.
Yes. I wrote those letters. Please forgive my impertinence. As you may know, Master Emil, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of the exploits of an emerging hero, and so I sent a letter to you under Master Emil's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
Wait, so Yona's pen pal is you?
It is, sir. My letters merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent. I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
Yeah, sounds like she misunderstood the situation.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day we might be able to do something about Master Emil's eyes.
I see.
Yes, well, I am afraid we, or at least this lad beside me, is neither hero nor physician, so if you'll excuse us... Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emil's condition is located in this very manor.
Then why don't you just go get it?
Alas, the location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades, and I lack the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat the shades and restore Master Emil's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would...
Well, we've no more time to waste, so...
It's okay. We'll do it.
See here, lad. This is no time to play the hero.
People need to look out for each other, Vice. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble. My butler cares so much for me, but for him to make such outlandish requests... But hey, at least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right? I can't let you do this on your own, so I'll be right here if you need me. Maybe my eyes can be useful for once.
Thanks, Emil. Change the weapon. That's cool.
This is it. We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
Bah, I do not like anything about this place.
This book's kind of like you, Vice.
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire Vice. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
Oh no! I can't petrify it!
And where have you been,
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting stomped by this thing. Help!
This foe's strength is beyond measure.
What do we do?
I am an arcane text, not some manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this kid?
That's Emil. He's the one who runs this...
Fuck! This book is a real asshole!
She's not even listening.
He's too busy vomiting filth disguised as language.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
My, aren't we the bold one? And yet I fear that would be a foolish course of action at this juncture.
Besides, we'd never let you do that.
Would you all please just shut the hell up?
What?
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sunk to motivational speeches from a woman in her undergarments?
I guess so. Now!
Sweet.
Vice, this is it!
Research report on petrification. Well, well.
Oh no! This passage is written in some kind of code. We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emile. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian.
Ah, so the servant has a name after all.
And of course the servant's name is fucking Sebastian.
Emile, listen to me.
What is it, Kaine?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're a vital part of you. Do you understand?
What's this? A shade? How did you...
This arm is an accursed weapon. I thought I would only need it until I had earned my revenge. Once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine.
But listen, if this shade should ever...
No! Kaine. I promise I'll never give up, Kaine. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
All right.
Hey, so Yona's sick, and she doesn't get out much. Do you think you might be able to send her more letters when you have the time?
I would be delighted, sir.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything.
Take care, Emile. I hope your eyes get better soon.
I saw you exchange some words with that Emile lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy.
Book? Shut up.
Yeah, calm down, Vice. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
All that remains is to find this grimoire noir.
Then we can finally save Yona.
How's it going? This is one of your favorite games? Yeah, it's up there with me too. I think, like, gameplay-wise, though, I prefer Automata. For the story, I'm not entirely sure if I prefer Replicant or Automata, though. Because both have amazing stories, they're just amazing in different ways. I can definitely say that, Replicant makes Automata a lot sadder. And Automata is already a really sad game. Played the original? Yes. Not the original NieR Replicant, but I played the PlayStation 3 NieR. Because I know that originally they released NieR Replicant in America under the title of NieR, and I believe that, I'm not entirely sure if this is true, but in NieR they changed the character to be a father in America, but it was always a brother in Japan. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but that's what I heard. Got anything to add to that? Like, if that's true or not? Because I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but I played NieR. Not the NieR Replicant that was released on PlayStation 3.
I know.
It won't be much longer, I promise. I finally collected all of the sealed verses. Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Of course I will.
Is this gonna make me better? Is my cough going to go away?
Definitely. Yona?
You're not gonna hate me because of this, are you?
What are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this terrible disease.
Yona, I could never hate you. I'm gonna go see if Popola has more medicine.
Alrighty. We are right at the end of the first half. Also, two versions, Gestalt and Replicant. It was a brother's story when the localization for the West, they decided to go with a father figure instead. Yeah. Gestalt is the one that I played. The one with the father. So yeah, Project Gestalt. They talk about that a lot in that game. I'm not entirely sure if in Replicant it's Gestalt or they call it Replicant. But yeah, I like the original. I feel like the brother works a little bit better and makes a lot more sense though with his actions.
Yona's looking weaker and weaker every
because
day.
He acts very
but
innocent.
do not lose heart. You are the girl's love.
You know? He acts sort of like 9S does at the beginning of Automata.
Lost remaining hope.
Just like with the exception that he's not interested in the idea that the shades might be people. Actually, I don't believe there's any new side quests right now, and I've got 50% of the side quests done. But I'm going to go check Devila and see if I can get any side quests here.
That poor girl.
So it's clear that you played Replicant. What were your thoughts on Automata? If you played Automata. And which do you prefer, Automata or Replicant? Or if you like the Drakengard series, do you prefer the Drakengard series over the NieR? Because they are in the same universe after all.
Coppola, Yona's cough is getting worse.
Never thought you'd play Replicant. Loved Automata so much that you kind of had to go reverse. Honestly, same. That's what happened with me. I played Automata, and then I went and got NieR Gestalt for the PlayStation 3. And then I finally just recently got NieR Replicant for the PlayStation 4 and popped it into my PS5.
Oh, that's not good.
Any chance you could give me some more medicine? Please?
The thing is, I actually just ran out. I hate to ask this, but can you get me some vapor moss? You'll find it growing near the southern gate.
Vapor moss, huh?
Here we go.
I'll be right back.
Mid-game climax. I do have to say that this game feels a lot more structured than Automata does. Automata, like, the Automata structure is very weird, in my opinion. Because you play the first half of the game as one character, and then you have to go play the first half of the game again as another character. And then on the third time around, it kills off the first character that you play as and makes you play as what is sort of the enemy. So that was very odd to me. This game doesn't really have you do that. And Emil, great. Honestly, Emil is like the character in the series that I feel the most bad for. Emil needs a fucking break.
What is it? What happened?
Hurry.
Emil!
He doesn't seem to be sick. I think it's just fatigue. I can't imagine how hard it must have been to run all this way without sight.
Are you alright, Emil?
I can see it.
Hey, just take it easy, okay?
The air. It's vibrating. I can feel it behind my eyes. So much pressure. Oh God, there's so many of them. Get out. Get out of the village. The shades are coming.
Huh?
Ruh-roh.
Sounds like they're already here.
Come on, let's go.
What's going on? What's going on?
Successful test case. Obtain specimen operations. Recording.
Damn it! It's not gonna hold!
Yeah. Automata does it way
Shades
better.
are attacking.
Although I think it's interesting in this game, I feel like it's more of a like Drakengard 1 did it a little bit. Drakengard 3 did it honestly, Drakengard 3 felt like it was getting ready for. Oh, there you are.
No time. Get everyone into the library. Please, make sure Yona's safe.
Don't worry. I'll grab him. Just don't get yourself killed, alright?
I won't. Now go, Devila. Hurry!
As I was saying, Drakengard 3 feels like a precursor to Automata in like the way that it uses its endings.
I'll kill every last one of you!
You whelps are hardly worthy of our steel.
Hurry! Hurry! Get the wounded to the library!
Replicant's endings are just 30-second cutscenes. Yeah. Well, for the most part. I feel like Replicant's endings shouldn't be seen as just the ending cutscene. I usually see Replicant's endings as the entire like last level of the game. That's sort of how I see Automata's endings as well, like the last levels. So in Automata, I'd say right around when the whatchamacallit.
God, what is that brute?
I don't know, but we gotta take it down.
Are vulnerable when it attacks.
There we go. I do believe that Replicant, this Replicant version, blank adds an ending E as well. So I'm a bit interested to see that. I don't know what happens in Ending E. I do think you're able to play as Kaine in Ending E, though. So, you know, what I wanted when I played NieR Gestalt, I wanted to at some point be able to play as Kaine.
Okay, that's not good.
What do you think?
Regenerating shade. How will we even know if our attacks are working?
We'll just have to keep hitting it until we find out. We can climb up from here.
Snap.
Perhaps its interior is more vulnerable.
So then fire some magic into its mouth.
Okay, I'm so glad that worked. I wasn't paying attention. Get your ass over here.
Like hell it is.
That doesn't look good.
We can't let it get to the library, no matter what.
You should have thought about this. I have DLC, and I upgraded my weapons.
This isn't working.
So what do we do?
You guys having a good time? Huh?
Kaine!
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Underestimate us at your own
Drakengard 3, which came out afterwards,
At some point, it's gotta
did a way better job at that.
to raise our morale, or is she honestly that insane?
Either one works for me. Let's go!
You're almost there. Keep pushing. It's heading toward the library.
No, that's where Yona is.
I'm just gonna keep attacking him until...
You're gonna die today, shithog!
Shit. Oh, come now. That's not even a real word.
I'm getting this 100-hit
like
combo
you learned how
off.
to swing
I'm gonna
that
get a
thing.
100-hit combo.
I'm glad you noticed. You really know how to put up a fight, Kaine.
No, my 100-hit combo! God damn it! Wow.
Come on, keep pushing it!
Okay, I'm going around real quick. Give me a second. He's low health. It should be fine.
You stubborn son of a bitch!
I love it when Kaine becomes a fucking Beyblade. Oh, snap. I was reading the comments. Yep. It is an art form. I hate the argument that people make that video games aren't art. I think those arguments are genuinely awful. Like, if art is a form of expression, then what better way to express yourself and your feelings and your thoughts than to create an entire world and give people the ability to walk through it?
Oh no, Shade's in the library.
Oh no,
Jonah!
the baby robots committed suicide. Wait, nope, wrong game.
Emil, you okay? Can't keep fighting like this.
I have to. There's no other choice. Otherwise, why did I even come here? Get out of here, Emil! No! I won't abandon these people now. You told me once that my eyes had value, and that I shouldn't be ashamed of them. You told me that even a life like mine had purpose. So I won't just sit around and let you fight while I stay behind.
Emil. Just don't die on me.
I won't, Kaine. Let's take care of these shithogs.
I like it.
I can just spam square over and over again. No, Emil!
Emil!
Is there no way to kill this infernal thing? Perhaps we can chase it to the basement and seal it there. Those walls are thick rock. I doubt even this beast could break them.
Works for me.
Great. I love basements.
Do it! Knock it down the basement!
Great, Kaine loves basements.
Give me the key! Right!
No!
Oh no! It's the Shadow Lord!
Dear God.
Yoda!
Is that the leader of these creatures?
Stay back, Kaine! Seal the door!
Finally.
Where am I?
It's been a long time, Grimoire Weiss.
Who are you? What is this place?
I am Grimoire Noir. I am you.
Kaine's greatest
Do you not remember
monologue
Grimoire
ever given.
Weiss? We two serve a higher purpose.
I'm gonna keep muted
Enough
for
lies. Stay
when
back.
Kaine gives
Why
that
do you try to
solid
suppress
speech.
the
I love it.
Do you fear hurting someone close to you?
Preposterous.
Your denial is preposterous. We are mere books created to serve the Shadow Lord. You have no right to forsake him.
The Shadow Lord?
Do you remember our ultimate goal?
Our ultimate goal?
White and black shall fuse to one and set free shades to the world.
Fuse? Us? No, I cannot. I will not. I will never!
Your chance encounter with this boy. Your collection of the sealed verses. It was all set in motion by the Shadow Lord himself.
No. Lies.
The time has come for us to create a new and perfect world. We shall become as one, you and I.
Become one.
Vice, you dumbass! Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry! Maybe I'll rip your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace! How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord! Come over here and give Vice a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord! Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us!
I am one with the shadow. Huh? Bitch.
We grimoires exist to create in this world a new and just paradise. We must unite. The world demands it.
Paradise.
Yes, and we are so close to realizing it.
Please don't go, Vice!
Who's there?
It's okay. I'll understand. I'll understand if you forget us. But I promise I won't forget you. I'll remember you. No matter what. I'll keep the memory of Grimoire Vice alive forever. And that's not all I'll do. You hear me? I'll chase you till the end of time, and I'll bring you back to us. So, Vice, please. Please come back. Damn it, we need to stop him. If we don't do something, that black book will absorb Vice.
Black. White. Black. White.
Yes, now we shall unite in common purpose. Then the world can finally bear witness to our true power.
Vice! Vice!
We've got to...
For the last time, my name is Grimoire Vice, and it is not to be abbreviated.
Vice! Vice!
Good to see you, Kaine. Although I don't think anyone has ever accused me of being a little bitch before. And you, we meet again.
Vice, you okay?
I believe I could ask you the same question right now.
Impossible. We must unite. We must become as one.
I don't like you, and I want nothing to do with you. Besides, I have my companions.
You're back!
Of course they're weak, and they whine when I leave.
Vice!
It's almost too much trouble, but they are my friends. I shall fight by their side, now and forever.
Vice, thanks.
Here we go.
Damn you. Our true memories are still there. How dare you ignore them?
Okay, fine.
Perhaps you should have scribbled them in my margins, Let us start by dispatching the nearby distractions.
Fine.
can't use my magic. The fiend has stolen the sealed verses. And you are the last one left, Noir.
Noir?
That's for everything. Huh? So everything went wrong for humanity. I can kind of just like fucking tank it at this point. Jesus Christ.
We have reclaimed my powers. Good heavens, the roof is about to collapse.
Hey, Glass. Don't you dare pop in here and say anything weird. God fucking damn it.
No!
I've been impaled.
You will understand in time.
I've been good. How have you been, Glass?
Yona! Get up!
No!
Give my sister back!
No matter how things unfold, it
God, the
all
music is
returns
just-
to us. All of it.
There's something about Yoko Taro's games that's just like fucking music is on point.
Yona!
The fact that he can stand after getting impaled is impressive.
Are you okay?
Yona!
Is this blood?
Oh no
fight's
shit,
over.
Sherlock.
And I think we lost.
That's good to hear, Glass.
We?
Sorry, guys. I think this is it. For me, too.
Kaine, no!
Oh, quit crying. Look, before I go, we need to take care of this guy. Emil,
Yeah?
I want you to... I want you to petrify me. You can use me to keep this thing locked away down there.
No! I can't!
Kaine! Stop!
He's right! It's suicide! You can't do it!
Your powers exist to protect others, right?
Kaine!
Just do it, Emil.
But...
If you don't, it's gonna break down this fucking door!
I don't know what to do!
Well, since this game's not gonna give me another ending if I choose do nothing and be annihilated. I wish I got a joke ending for that. But, you know. Automata's the one with the joke endings.
No more crying, okay? Grow strong. Never lose hope. Weiss.
Spare me the goodbye, hussy. I imagine it will take more than this to kill you.
I doubt it.
Yep.
Wait for me, Yona. Wait for me, Kaine. I swear.
There's a hole in the ceiling. Very pretty eyes, very sadly deadly. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Five years later. And we finally get the cover outfit. They start wearing armor.
Don't let your guard down. I guess that was a tad obvious. Enough horseplay.
Damn you. Let me try this again. Magnifical.
Here's another poor victim.
Damn it. When will this stop? It's dangerous here. You should get back.
Oh, gods! Oh, get up, honey. Please. Get up!
Goddamn shades are even attacking the village now.
And armored ones, no less. This village of yours seems to be changing for the worse.
It's all the Shadow Lord's fault. That one day changed everything.
5 long years.
It's been 5 years since they took my sister. I spent every waking moment searching for her, but all I found is heartache and despair. This world is winding down. Between the shades and the black scrawl, there won't be anyone left soon. My life now, and my purpose, is hunting shades. Someday I'll find a clue that will lead me to the Shadow Lord. I believe that. I have to.
Popola called for you, yes?
Yeah.
We lost a good deal of time with that.
Yeah.
Yay. I think that's a really good place to stop. Switching still. You know, he's doing. Yeah, they did the weapon switch the same way. They didn't change anything with that. It was just, you can now use two-handed weapons and all that, and it's like, okay, cool. They did the exact same thing. This is a good place to end it, so I'm probably going to end it here. I will say, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Urton? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not entirely sure. But, Urton, I plan to be streaming this for, like, to completion, and then after this I plan to do Automata, so it would be nice if you'd show up, for the next, for another stream sometime. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. Thank you. Alright. Well, this is goodbye, everybody. Have a good one.